What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today is a pretty monumental day. We are officially switching from iPhone to Android, and more specifically, we're going from the iPhone 16 Pro Max over to the Samsung S25 Ultra. And if you know me and you know this channel, this is a pretty big deal. Now, a couple things I need to say right off the rip before we unbox this. Number one, no one's paying me to make this video. It's not sponsored. Samsung didn't even send me this phone. I actually bought it with my own money yesterday on Amazon. It just got delivered a couple hours ago. So no one's holding me hostage here. This was my decision, but there's obviously reasoning behind it. And then secondly, in case you didn't know, I've been using an iPhone as my main phone since, let's see, like the 3GS era. I actually worked in the Apple store around 2011. I think my first iPhone launch was the iPhone 4S. I use an Apple Watch every day, AirPods, a MacBook Pro, an iPad, you name it. I am living heavy within the Apple ecosystem. And that's the case with some of my good friends as well. So we actually kind of made this pact together in our group chat. We've been talking about this. We all decided we are going to make the switch over from iPhone to Android together, document the process, talk about what we like, talk about what we don't like, and then honestly just see how it goes. If you follow along on my other socials, you may have seen it already. We got Maddie K, Sedlum, Rillo, Will, thanks to the push of people like Parker Burton or even Siobhan, and the day has come. We asked you guys what phone we should switch to, and overwhelmingly the number one answer was this, the S25 Ultra. So the ground rules we made is we're making the S25 Ultra our daily driver for the next few weeks or about a month or so. I'll explain my thoughts on that a little bit more and tell you more about if I'm actually officially switching to this or not. I'll explain that a little bit better once we unbox this thing and get into it. I promise it'll make a little bit more sense. So we're gonna unbox this thing, try it out, and see how it goes, because it's been a long time since I've used an Android phone. I truly don't know what to expect, so this is definitely going to be interesting. All right, there it is. Okay, or nothing. Okay, wow, there it is. I went with the gray titanium color, I believe is the name of it. I got the Osmo Pocket 3 mounted up there, but just in case, it's looking pretty good. Take it out of here, nice. I gotta be honest, it definitely feels different in hand. About the same weight, I guess. And I will say also, I have not watched much content on the S25 Ultra, so I'm coming into a lot of this very blind. And then within here, I think just no phone really comes with much anymore, but we got a little start guide, a USB-C cable, and I think that's literally it. And then quickly, I'll show you guys a little bit of the setup process. I don't wanna bore you way too much, but go ahead and take off the screen protector. Oh man, this is a crazy thing. Is this taller? Is it a lot taller? I know some of you guys might be like saying everything I'm saying is very obvious, but I'm telling you, this is a whole new world for me. Didn't really know what to expect. It's a little bit taller, honestly pretty similar size, but I guess let's turn it on, right? How do I even turn it on? Is that not the power button? Okay, there we go. We're cooking now, we're cooking now. All right, welcome. Terms and conditions, yeah, totally. So I'm gonna transfer some of the info from my phone, which I think just says like what, contacts, password, that type of stuff. Even typing is pretty weird, or just different, I should say. Honestly, it looks cool. I kind of like how the camera layout is different than the iPhone. I also like the way it feels. I kind of like the more square edges, I suppose. Probably could do this wirelessly, but I don't know how long this is gonna take, so I guess let's use this new cable that they included. Okay, so I think at this point we're good. Says you're all set up. Got my contacts transferred over, that type of stuff. Let's go home. Wow, there it is. This is completely different, wow. Okay, so we got even the home screen, the apps. I gotta download my apps. I don't even know how to do that. This is actually pretty funny. I forgot about the craziest thing. We got this. We got the S Pen. Oh my God. I forgot this phone had a stylus built in. Now I believe this phone was getting hate because I think the S24 Ultra had like, this was Bluetooth and now it's not or something, but let's just test it out real quick. Yo, that's cool. Is this something I would actually use very often? I do not know, but it is kind of cool to have something totally different like that. How do I close an app? Now, one of the first orders of business here had to send myself over one of my wallpapers. I gotta at least make this phone feel like mine, you know what I mean? Now, I just downloaded it. I'm trying to find where's my Photos app? Oh, set wallpaper, yes. Okay, so now the phone at least is feeling like mine a little bit. We got my wallpaper on there, which by the way, if you guys want to pick up my latest wallpaper pack, it'll be the first link down in the description. It comes with 10 custom presets in one pack. I love it. I use it on everything. But let's just see kind of what it looks like and sounds like. How do I even change the volume? That side. Looks great. Sounds good too. You want to take a look at this camera, because obviously there's a lot of hype around the camera and stuff, especially compared to an iPhone. Take the same photo there and there. So here's the deal. Obviously, I don't want to record myself just fumbling around on this phone. I have a lot to set up on here and I want to get used to it a little bit more. One thing I will say though is I plan on doing a bunch of testing on this on both YouTube and then also my other socials. So TikTok, Instagram, etc. So make sure you follow me over there. I do want to do some sort of like a day in the life or maybe a week in the life or at least a few days of me using this thing. But I want to familiarize myself with this a little bit more before we actually film that. First impressions right off the rip, I think the screen looks great. Everything feels so like quick and fast. I don't know if it's just the layout, I don't know if it's just the screen brightness or the fact that it's just a new phone or different, but it feels great in the hand. The screen looks really impressive. I like the small bezels, and I know it's not much taller, but it really does feel significantly taller. I don't know why that is. Even within the camera app, I'm excited to try out the log footage in the video mode. I'm excited to try out the raw photos shooting up to 200 megapixels. That's a crazy thought in a phone. But kind of going back to the situation of, am I just making this video for content? Am I actually switching over to this phone? Here's kind of the situation, and I'll do this briefly. I am a tech creator, right? Which involves me trying out a lot of pieces of tech. Sometimes it's for myself to review. Is it something I would actually use? Is it something I want to try out and test out? And also for your guys' knowledge, right? Is this something I could recommend? Is this something that you should spend your money on? But I think, MKBHD started this entire trend, or at least he was the first one to me, where he kind of daily carries both an iPhone and an Android phone. I think there is a lot of benefit in that. Number one, you can compare it against something, not just an older version of an iPhone. Are there features that you would use? Is there pieces of it that you like? And also, just truthfully, not everyone does use an iPhone. So I think it'd be useful for me and my audience to try out something different and be able to talk about it. So who knows, maybe we'll dabble with more Androids in the future. Maybe we won't. Right now, this is just strictly kind of a test over the next few weeks. I want to test this thing out, see how it is, see how I like it. But I think there is a very high chance that in the future, I kind of am rocking both an iPhone and an Android phone just to kind of have one in each ecosystem, truthfully, for you guys. So I'm excited to test this thing out. I think this is a whole new world and something that's gonna be very different for me. Shout out to Siobhan. I feel like he was one of the first creators that really kind of made this type of content switching to these phones. And me being a lifetime iPhone user, switching over to an Android sounds like a pretty fun challenge to me. And I'm definitely interested to see how it goes. And again, no one's paying me to do this. No one's sponsoring me at all. That would have been nice actually, but no, I paid for this myself. I'm excited to try it out and I'm going to be brutally honest and let you guys know how it goes. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I just kind of wanted to do a quick little unboxing and explaining my entire situation here. And this is definitely going to get interesting. So guys, drop a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Do you think I'm a complete idiot? Do you think I'm the smartest person ever? I'm definitely getting a lot of polarizing comments on my other socials, that's for sure. Or if you even got any suggestions for me, let me know because I'm a total noob at this right now. And we're gonna do this thing together. So yeah, appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed today's video, drop it a thumbs up. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a ton. I'll catch you guys in the next video. We'll see how this goes. Peace, guys.